Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We are back in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Dragon Lucifer is back with you in the Arizona desert, restoring some more cars. As you can see in front of me, Payne came out with a couple of new mods. I did manage to pick up the modern Mustang mod. These aren't the current generation. These are kind of the 90s and early 2000s generation Mustangs. But managed to come out with that. He managed to do a few other things. I think I have an El Camino mod and a couple other things that we've managed to pick up from different mod developers. That said, we also have this lovely Opel. You guys aren't familiar with Opel. You see them here in the States quite a bit. A lot of European. You see these two. This Samantha. This is actually a rally car. This is the lit edition of it too, which is actually really nice because we actually got the really premium version of it. I managed to stumble across it. As for the Mustang we got over here for showcasing this mod, we have a Mach 1. Everybody remembers the Mach 1. Not too bad. I wasn't a fan of this body style, but, you know, personal preference. It was, I don't know, too rounded, I guess. It wasn't as aggressive. I think they tried to do a massive amount of aero kit in the 90s and 2000s to help with efficiency, and it didn't work for me. Visually, though, they're not bad. So, we've got these two cars that we're going to deal with. Like I said, we do have access to several other cars. We'll go take a look in either the showroom or, you know, the car editor back there in the main menu and take a look at some of the different ones. We will be showcasing all the mods that we can find. This week's going to be kind of wishy-washy. Just going to be upfront with that right now. I'm going to try and get my streams done, but yeah. Turns out Best Buy had a really smoking deal on a nano cell TV from LG for like $800, and my girl was like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get you a new TV this year. Told you I'd get you one, and I guess I'm gonna have to move that and move a bunch of stuff around here in my office and stuff so I can get the new display up. But I've got most of the stuff prepped already. I just got to move, you know, a few things here and there. Move the 60 or the 55 inch that I've got sitting that I usually play Car Mechanic Simulator on over to the 32 inch area where I usually play PlayStation on. Getting really hard to play PlayStation 5 games on a small TV. I'm sure you guys understand. But yeah, we are going to be doing a little bit of canoodling and moving around. Should happen on Wednesday. So if Wednesday seems a little off or I cut the stream short, the delivery guy showed up with the TV. So I've got to, you know, meet with him, make sure I get it in, get it, you know, started and set up and start getting stuff moved around. I got to move a bunch of stuff here and there from the tabletop that the 55 inch that I usually play on is on, and then move a bunch of stuff off of the other table that I picked up over there. Big Lots. Actually, really impressed. I picked up a console cabinet, which basically is for like stereos and stuff. From Big Lots, like $169, but I was thoroughly surprised. I figured it would be something cheap, you know, the particle board and, you know, the paper back end. We've all seen them on the old entertainment centers, even some of the modern bookshelves and stuff. You got to tack the little tiny nails into the holes and whatnot. No, this thing's solid wood. This thing weighs like 60 pounds. It's insane. I bet it's got a weight rating of about 150 pounds. It's actually really heavy duty. Nice hardwood. You know, good little console for setting a display on and setting up different consoles and stuff underneath with the shelving units and stuff. Obviously, my PS5 is still too big for it, so I had to put another table up for that. But I got some wiring and stuff I need to do. Get the Xbox One. I kind of put that whole adventure on hold since this all happened this week, and I was like, well, I'm going to put that on hold for now, and we'll address the wiring for the Xbox later on. Probably just going to do a temporary wiring harness type thing where it's plugged in and, you know, set up only when I'm actually using it. And then kind of pull the plugs back and roll the cords up and stuff and then plug it back, you know, store the cords away. But yeah, big days for Dragon Lucifer Gaming out here. The studio's getting a little more stuff in it. But anyways, we are going to go ahead and tear these down, and should be about a 2-hour stream. Get these done. We may take an adventure out to the junkyard or, you know, the auction and see if we can find something else, you know, later on down the line. Something we can pick up. But for now, we're going to go ahead and take this all apart and get her welded up. You know how we do. See how good she looks after we weld her up. We'll start with the Manta. Looks like $2,500 to weld it. I mean, that's not terrible. Seeing looks like an inline 6 in this car, so that's interesting. As far as the interior goes in this, very rallycross. Definitely appreciate. Nice roll cage in here. Very rallycross interior. Yeah, once again, you would be driving this car with a navigator, so the speedometer is moved to the center of the car, and the tachometer is what the driver usually focuses on to get through different corners and stuff. If you ever watch any World Rally Championship stuff, you'll see the navigator will say, easy right turn, 4,500 RPMs, third gear. You know, they give them information based on RPMs a lot more than miles per hour. Just kind of the way it works. Most racing stuff does focus more on the actual RPMs of the car versus the speed. You'll see that in a lot of racing cars and modern cars and whatnot, that even though, you know, the modern and classic cars, you watch any of the Le Mans stuff, they always talk about, you know, this is like the RPM range of the gods, you know, the 9,000 RPM is the range or whatever. You know, you see that. You guys ever seen Ford versus Ferrari? You'll understand what I'm saying. Carroll Shelby, in that movie, you know, was sitting there and basically told the driver to go ahead and, you know, bump up the RPMs and just floor it. So it wasn't, you know, go faster. It was, okay, you're no longer restricted by the ridiculous RPMs Ford put on you. Let's just, you know, go, go, go. So yeah, definitely something I see that's interesting. I'm going to move this over and get the Mustang welded up while we're here, so I don't have to look at this thing again. I don't see too much welding on the Mustang happening, but and just because I feel like it's going to be beneficial to us, as these are modded cars, that I can do a lot of repairs. I'm going to go ahead and grab the parts off the Mustang. We'll restore everything basically at the same time. That way all the body panels are restored that we have on both cars. I think it'll work out well. We only have to go to the workbench for the actual body panels for both cars one time. Save us a little bit of time here and there. But hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's weekend went really well. Hopefully it was eventful. You know, we broke something there. Like I said, mine was kind of eventful, so I was kind of psyched about that. Albeit a little stressful. Ended up having a sensory allergic reaction when I went to IKEA when I was looking for a piece of furniture for this new setup yesterday. Don't know what that was. Could have been some perfume. You know, could have been something they were pumping in the air at IKEA. I don't know. All I know is that, yeah, I was all itchy and had to come home, you know, consider taking a few Benadryl and, you know, just to get rid of the itchiness. But definitely environmental. I was feeling better by the end of the day by the time I did actually get home after all the running around. So didn't actually go with the Benadryl option. Just kind of, you know, worked my way through it, but yeah, I don't know what it was. Oh, by the way, anybody ever been to IKEA? That place is a freaking flat out maze for no reason. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm the type that, you know, I like to, if I were to go pick up an item, and I can just go to the place that the item is, like the floor, and go, oh, well, I can go to this part of the building and actually get what I need. I'm not the type that wants to go, running around an entire showroom in a store when I can just go to the location I need to go to and pick up the item. That could be just me, maybe a little weird like that. Never know. I just not really a big fan of running around and, getting shown a bunch of stuff and saying, oh, well, we hope you buy something else. We understand that you're probably in agony right now, but we hope you buy a bunch of other stuff. All right, so we did not get much back together on the Manta here. Yikes. Check the Mustang. Maybe we did a little better. I know he broke a couple of parts, so I'm not expecting everything to be perfect. And I know he has a couple things that were just completely messed up beyond reason. So see if we can get some stuff put back together, though. Yeah, like mirrors and stuff are shot. We didn't have any side skirts, car part twos. Did manage to get a couple of parts back together, though. Alright, that's put back together. Let's get the Opel up in the air, and we'll get the Opel finished. Now that we got what body parts we can get, we'll have to buy everything else, but we'll take a look in there, and we'll check out what we got going on on the tablet here. Fresh good imports. Alright, so we got this 1935 Ford Truck Resto Mod as a option. Once again, the El Camino here. A nice little pickup. Kind of picked that one out. The Opel, the Mustang. Overall, we do have pretty much all of the original mod cars. We still have to find this Mercedes. I haven't found it yet. I'm looking for it. I just haven't found it. As far as the Mustang mod, I believe there's like 3 or 4 cars in that mod. We're getting a rallycross front end, of course we are. We're missing a right fender and I think a left fender. We're definitely missing glass. Let's grab the rally windows. We're missing a right headlight. Rear window. I need to check which headlights we had. I didn't remember. We had windshield. Think we need a right tail light. I won't go back in a body mount real quick and see. Right tail light, rear bumper. Tail light C is what you're looking at. Okay. So the right tail light C. The rear bumper. Let's grab the ones with the skirts on them. Looks like we're missing a left side mirror. Easy enough to fix. Did want to check what headlight this was. It's an F. Down to grab to C. Oh, yeah. Gotta learn my right from my left there. Apparently. But overall, I mean, this car's already pretty much back together. Obviously, you still gotta do a few things here and there, but grab that stuff from the top and then go back to normal mode and see what we got for undercarriage. Now, I did buy these in the auction. Definitely salvage auction because, you know, we want to actually have some kind of challenge. You can't have a car that's completely 5-star and ready to go. We are a few cars out from level 50. I mean, we could go get some barn cases and hope for some big experience drops, but right now we're about a few, you know, a few points off of level 50. Once we get level 50, it'll be a little bit different. I'll finally get that achievement. You know. Oh my god, the whole rear set is rusted. Wow. That was crazy. Typical rally car fashion. We got a nice disc brake setup the entire way around, which is nice. I think there'd be drum brakes up front. That'd be crazy. I think of a car that had drum brakes up front that had discs in the back. That'd be like just nutty. Wouldn't stop very well either. Okay, rear end out of there. Head up to the front. Grab this gearbox out of here. Looks like we got some shock absorber A's in the front of this too. That's interesting. I think we have some end-link A's laying around. I know we don't have any shock absorber A's, so I'll have to get a couple of those. Might have a couple on the Mustang too. I don't know. It's one of those things. These are going to be learning experience. They're configured a little different than the cars we've been building so far, as of late at least. Whew, my God, everything in this thing is hot garbage. I mean, I expect it with some of the stuff, like the bushings and stuff, but yeah, some of these cross members and stuff are just completely destroyed. This is going to be actually a fairly pricey little build to rebuild this car. Pretty sure all the wheels are shot except for maybe one. So we're going to have to buy some parts. I hope we can afford it. I mean... Yeah, everything's like right on the edge. A lot of the steering knuckles are completely shot. Rack shot. We're not doing too good on the old parts front with this Opel. Not much left of the engine either. Oh, you get to pick a hood. I forgot about the hood. Grab this one. It's vented. It's like a rallycross hood, you know? Yeah, that looks perfect. Alright, let's get the parts torn down, see what we got. Throw the what's left of the engine block on the engine stand here. Not going to be much. Although not surprising that this car is actually, you know, I guess, yeah. Rally cars don't traditionally survive very long once they're done. That's why the ones that still exist from the old days are so ridiculously expensive still. Most of them don't survive. That's the biggest thing. I don't know what we can do with an i5, but it'd be kind of nice to see. We haven't done a performance i5 yet, I don't think. Let's see what we can actually do with it. Yeah, I'm going to wait on that one. That was a lot of red. Alright. So we'll stick with the stock engine. I don't think there's a swap option anyway, so I'm just going to go with the i5. Should be an interesting little build. Crankshaft did survive. The pistons with connecting rods. Good thing we got a few of those laying around. It's a rally car after all. It's got to be performance parts. Wouldn't make any sense if it wasn't performance parts. Rod caps in here. Now we'll have to buy an oil pan, and it'll look like an i4 oil filter for sure. Because I know I don't have the oil pan for this. I don't have any more bearings. A few of those. I'll need a bunch of rod caps too. Alright, so I need to go in. Oop, not the Mustang. Nope. In here. Let's get the camshaft bearing caps. Need a bunch of those. Need a bunch of rod caps. Probably some rear shock absorber caps too. Think about it. Yeah, I'm just buying 50 at a time at this point on some of this stuff. It's just there's no reason not. Head cover we need. Belts. Radiator fan. Cover. Timming chain stuff. The water manifold and the water pipe. I had one i4 tire steering pump. Yikes. Alright. So let's go to performance parts and see what we got for the i5. We got all the generic stuff. We do have a head. Nice. Exhaust manifold. Check. Exhaust section. No problem. Fuel rail. Check. Throttle and turbo. Okay. It's like a dual cam, so let's go back to the main thing and find out how many camshaft caps we need. It looks like we had stock camshafts too. Oh. Yep, A and B. Alright. So you get the timing cover. That in. Water pump in. We need an intake manifold. Okay. So we got back to the i5. Car parts. i5. Camshaft A. Camshaft B. I think 10 of these is what I've seen. Intake manifold. Okay. Boatload of bolts on this thing. Alright. Get our performance throttle up in here. Camshafts dropped in. Fuel rail dropped in there. Get our spark plugs in. No idea if we're going to need. I would assume turbo engine is probably going to use coil packs, but you know, I've assumed before and it's been spark plug wire, so no idea on that one yet. Yeah, another cam gear B. Apparently there's multiple cam gear stacks in here. Interesting, it's got that short timing chain. And there's cam gear A. Okay. And a belt. Okay. Regular roller. I didn't see a crank pulley, so it's probably, yeah, it's an i4. Exhaust manifold. Turbo. What? Thought I bought the pull-off valve. Oh, I guess I didn't. Alright. An i4 oil filter. And I believe a crank pulley. Yeah. I was right, it was close. Thought it was. I should have known. It said coil cover. I don't know why I didn't think it was coils. Having a senior moment there, I guess. Probably a belt tensioner in here. Somewhere, yeah. Radiator fan. Alright. And get that. Alright. Good enough. Take engine. Let's go throw this beast back in the car. There's all kinds of missing parts here. Yeah. Let's get what we can. Res A. Airbase, ECU A. Fuse base. Start with the reservoir. Air filter base. Air filter cover. Come on, come on, come on. Here it is. This stuff dropped into place. Don't know if I have an air filter. I do not. Alright. Air filters are in here. Okay, let's look for a rad. A-type, for some reason. They know it's got a fan. Whatever. And it looks like it's got a fan housing. It's like a regular one. Okay. Fan housing, radiator fan. That's weird. It has dual radiators. Well, it's a rally car. Whatever. Okay. On to the fuses. Couple of A's, couple C's, a B. C, A, B. Oh, okay. Only a starter, but I think it's a regular starter, not a starter V8, so get that here in a second. Jump back into that electronics menu. Pick up a stock starter. And intercooler in here. Looks like a medium. Alright. Get our fluids in. Fluids. Going a little heavy on the fluids just because it's a rally car. I need a little extra, radiator fluid. And these things always need windshield washer fluid, so yeah, we're filling that all the way up. Keep some realism here. Alright, I think, engine-wise, we're done. Nice. Slam the hood. Done. Cool. So, let's get underneath here and see what we can put back together underneath. Cross members probably exist. Sway bar. That. Steering knuckle A's. Alright, so now we're into suspension. We go back to car parts, just go to suspension. We will need a couple of front shock absorber A's, I believe. The springs for those. I already got the caps. It's an A steering knuckle. Okay. It's a type A. Knuckle cover. Missing one. Missing a wheel hub. We got all kinds of parts to buy. Get our carbon ceramic race brakes, because carbon ceramic race brakes. Okay, no need a rack. Okay, couple of A's, I know that. Couple of rear springs. Knuckle cover. Wheel hub. It's things I seen when we were missing. Alright. Get out of here. Let's get the springs done. So no upper control arms, just, you know, our shocks holding the top end on. It is whatever. Over here. It's part of the front suspension on. No idea what we're going to have for exhaust, so that'll be interesting. I know we picked up some exhaust, but it's not available to put in the car yet when we picked it up, so... We missed a water manifold. See that? Sneaky, sneaky little... Ugh. I'm not gonna forget that, so we're gonna go back into here and we're gonna fix it. We bought it, and I didn't put it in. I just kind of, well, it's fine. You know? I might have a racing medium intercooler. I do not. Well, let's fix that. Oh. Like, what's missing from this side? There should be a tire here. Hey, I'm having issues. Alright. Exhaust. Alright, catalytic converter, exhaust pipe. The rear muffler V8. Don't know which one. Find out in a minute. Regular one. So there's two rear muffler V8s. There's this one, and then the overhead valve one, which I don't know. I've had overhead valve V8s that ran on those little tiny mufflers like that. Did just fine. Oof. And all kinds of broken parts. I swear. Suspension. Yeah. That. Forgot the transmission. Transmission. I did forget that starter again, too, didn't I? Oh. That sucks. Alright. We'll get it. Actually, I already had one. Didn't I buy one? Yay. Drive shaft. Ooh. Yikes. I mean, I know the thing was hot garbage when we took it apart, but I didn't think it was that bad. Ew, no. We're out of fuel pumps. That's not good. Way too many stock ones. I thought I got rid of all the stock ones. I guess I didn't. When we cleared out the inventory and got rid of all the stock parts, I thought I got rid of all the fuel pumps too. I guess didn't. No. Easily fixed problem. Just spend $20,000 on freaking parts, right? It'll be fine. Missing a solid axle control arm. That's never a good sign. Alright. Knuckle housings. Check. Good. The wheel hub. Solid rear drive axle. Okay. Out of brake skin. These rotors. Just didn't buy enough the last time. Should have prepped. Oh well. Got enough now. Okay, back to suspension. Let's get this stuff taken care of. Solid drive axle, solid control arm, wheel hub 3. Those were the 3 missing parts. We're almost out of spring plates again. Alright, now I figure most of the tires on this thing are hot garbage, but, you know, do it anyways. Looks like one of them for sure. I'm thinking most of them are garbage. 255, 35, 17s are the tires, so... Man, that last 2,700, or that last, 2,310 experience is just going to take forever, isn't it? And we need one Rim Classic, I believe. Let's go one Rim Classic 6. Right off the bat at 17. Didn't see any ETs on them, so I think we're okay there. I know we got one that's dead, so as long as you don't break another one, fingers crossed. Knock on wood and all, but be fine. Yeah. There you go. Very nice. Classic, slick. That was a tour. I like tours. I think we had to do a 3 on each one of the repaired ones, and the bought one was a 2. That's fine. I don't mind these rims on this car either, because this actually looks pretty good. Looks like something you'd see in a rally car. These cars weren't known, rally cars especially, were not known for being, really high horsepower. They're always known for really high acceleration. So they only had most only had about 300 horsepower. So we're going to probably overkill that quite a bit with this car. But, yeah. It'll be fine. Disassemble. We got a couple of GW 500s and a steering wheel 7. Pretty good rally car suspension. Let's take a look. Now it's all fixed up. Ooh, fancy. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Looks good. Alright. So we'll go adjust the alignment, hit the tires, and the headlights. Then off to the paint shop. We'll get it all nice and SEMA ready. Oh, got all the SEMA show. Alright. Kinda like the Opel Rallycross one. This one's a little bit different. I kinda like it in black. Why in black does it It's not as cool in black. I mean, the car looks cooler, but it's not as cool. I say we go with the full sponsor. Yeah, sponsors all the way down on the rear bumper. Look at these Bastillon stickers. These are tiny. Wow. I didn't even notice those. Yeah, that looks like a rally car. I'm happy with it. Alright. Now, a thing that most people that do rally cars probably don't do very often. Let's dyno jet it. I do this like maybe once. Yeah, like 220 horsepower factory. Rally car. 299 was what the Subarus were, and they were dominating the rally car scene forever. So 325 might be in that, what is that, a limited class? I think there's a class for that. It's not quite Pikes Peak, but pretty close. Probably performed pretty well on Pikes Peak. Alright. Drive the car. I think we actually got that done faster, too. I have to check our stream clock, but I think we actually got that done a lot faster than what we normally do for these cars. Alright, let's take a look at it in the sun. Ooh, looking good. Now, it's going to be geared like a rally car, because I didn't fiddle with the... Whoa, hang on. See how speedometers work? Look at that. So these are gauge clusters that actually work with games, so they're not fixed. Nice. Yeah, about 142 miles an hour. That's probably pretty close to what a rally car should be doing. But it's a rally car, so let's rally. Let's get a nice off-road going here. You know, get some of them nice sideways jumps that the car immediately recovers from because they're so well balanced. Yeah. I'm impressed. Lit, great job. Can't say enough about Lit and Payne workshops. They both do amazing work. You guys got PC version Car Mechanic Simulator, you're not subscribed to a Lit or a Payne mod, you're missing out. Just saying. You're missing out. Alright. Send this off to the parking lot and go deal with the muskrat. See what we can do to the Mustang. I'm sure it'll be naughty. Missing a wheel on the Mustang, which is what it is. So, like I said, this car came from an auction, so we actually have coolant reservoirs, which means you have to drain them. But we get a battery. So, you know, kind of an even trade. But overall, I mean, this car looks pretty complete. Actually, other than a couple of missing tires, this car is pretty good looking right now. CBC. All right. I'll get a little bit more experience because we're actually taking apart the entire car versus the Opel where the engine was completely pretty much destroyed. More shock absorber A's. I can already see them. Now, I didn't really look in the body panel section for the Mustang too close, so I know I need a car part 2 and a few other things. So let's get a look at the Mustang. Oh, now the Mustang one has a Celine, an FR500, the Bullet Edition, and then the wide body and standard Mustang car parts. So we have some different ones. Celine ones are kind of nice, though. Definitely different bumpers and stuff. Looks like we got some Cobra R parts in here. Yeah, that, once again, Payne Workshop. Bring in a freaking Payne with the customization shop. You got the gas cap. I bet it opens, too. Knowing Payne, it opens. Alright, let's go have some glass for sure. We don't need that. Oh, here, like the wing spoiler delete located under the trunk lid while open. He even tells you how to get the wing spoiler delete. There is a drag car version of this Mustang too in here somewhere. It's one of the mod kits, so we got, you know, various different things. Kind of play with. Car part 1, I need a rear bumper. Yep, forgot I had a crouch button there for a second. Huh. Looks like there's some side skirts too. Car part 2 as well. Grab the stock fenders. Car part 3. Interesting. Alright. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and grab the stockies for car part 1 and car part 2. Just because. I don't see any specific to the Mach 1s, so I don't know. Grab some chrome. I didn't think I took off car part 3, to be honest with you. So grab that mirror or the rear bumper. Grab the GT bumper, just for argument's sake. Think it'll look the best, and it's what came off of it, so. Okay, reach full from the ground. We got everything. I didn't even see this as an option. That's the scary part. But we're going to do a Type C because we're going to do Mustang things, and Mustang things require that kind of freaking part. Front clip, all that stuff taken care of. Look at this detail, though. The warning labels, and I bet you if I really was able to zoom in on those are actually the accurate Ford warning labels under the hood of the Mustang. And I'll bet you if I open the trunk of his car, I can. If I can. I don't know. Why can't I open the trunk? Oh. In the trunk in here, I bet. No? Missed that detail, Payne? Yeah. So these cars were one of the first ones that had the kidnapper release button in the trunk if you locked yourself in the trunk of the car or somebody locked you in the trunk of the car. So they would have the pull lever. Just little weird details. But yeah, look at that under the hood. The actual warning labels under the hood of the car. I mean, bravo on the skill there of setting up a mod where you actually have the warning labels. Got some of the rubber bushings still in here, but not many. Maybe one? I don't know. Yeah, like one. Looks like somebody started parting this car out and then kind of gave up on it, is what it looks like to me. Just random parts missing out of certain places, and it's like, yeah, I could see that. I did not get to that ECU, but it says accessible from the engine bay. I didn't even think it was in. It's not even in the engine bay. Annoying. Standard tire. Yeah, one of the biggest failures for a Mustang. I think cars had so much freaking loose rear end. You know, the suspension of the rear end was really soft, so the cars got really loose. Then you put them on street tires, and the car was just begging for an accident most of the time. If you actually drove the car and didn't know how to control it, you were pretty much setting yourself up for pain. Twist that thing into a fence. But I think a lot of Mustang drivers get bad reputations, you know. You guys hear about it doing Mustang things, you know. But I don't think it's so much that as it's just the cars are not set up for it. And you got to have a special amount of skill to actually be able to drive the car without modifying it, you know, like an idiot. You want to do a burnout and come out of a parking lot ridiculous, you better know how to control your car. And street tires aren't going to do it. Fairly good condition, though. I do want to get to that ECU, though. It's bothering me. Yeah, it's like really far back there and out of the way, and that makes it a problem that needs to be sorted quickly. As in, I'll forget about it if I don't replace it right this second. Oh. I even said we needed to drain the oil out of this car. Didn't do it. Nope. Yeah, black as coal. Pretty much every time I change the oil on a Mustang, it's the same way. Oil's just gross in those cars most of the time because they just get driven to the point where they're burned up. AXK engine, huh? Do some repairs real quick. Get this thing all nice and ready to go back in. Watch my mouse go across the screen because I can't set it down properly. We ain't tore down the engine yet. There's just this many parts in the suspension. At least we don't have to replace those solid axle control arms on this one, unlike the Opel. Alright. This looks like a fairly performance engine. A couple fuel rail DIs. Yeah, this is going to be kind of like a standard engine, so a lot of these parts we're going to be able to repair. A lot of them that we already have, some that we just need to go buy, but that's no big deal. I don't think we'll make 1,000 by this into this car, but definitely the next car. Drive belts extraordinaire, guys. Oh, I forgot the manifold on this side. Silly me. It's like, why is that holding? It shouldn't be. And I was like, yeah. Forget the exhaust manifold on it. It tends to happen. You know, overall, this engine looks in really good shape. All the pistons are nice and clean. I'm actually thoroughly impressed. Figured you'd see burnt cylinders or something in this Mustang engine, but no. Actually doing pretty well for itself. Not a lot of rusted bolts in here either. For damaged bolts. Kind of nice. Oof. Forge cam, we're seeing spots like that on it? Yeah. That's the failure right there. You got the cam bearings too hot, it looks like. The crank bearings. The spoke? Alright. Either not a lot of rod caps made it, or I wasn't really paying attention to how many parts we fixed, because I just kind of like shut my brain off when we play this game. You know, repair the minigame. It's like la 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 la. You could probably hear crickets chirping in my brain. Wow. Doing that. It's like, yeah, it's probably fine. Partially because it's just like so mundane. It's like, okay. Slam this thing together and... Oop. Oh, that was bad. Clutch bearing. Oh no. Clutch bearing. We're out of clutch bearings. Oh. Why do I have 4 broken clutch bearings? Like I said, I thought I cleaned all this out. Whatever. I don't remember doing 2 other restorations since I cleaned it out, but I guess I have. Cat's yelling at me. I don't know why. Probably wants treats or something. I want a treat. Or she thinks it's cat food. It's crazy. 1, 2. We're just gonna have enough. Just gonna have enough. I have 1 cam gear left. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna buy 3 and then buy 50 because, yeah, it makes more sense to me. I know I'm gonna use 3 on this engine, and I want extras. So, and the Mustangs are gonna take these, so when we get the rest of the Mustangs to build up, we should have reason to have them. Trying to look at this engine too, because I want to look at the way the cams go in this thing. Got some IRL problems with vehicles, and might get some insight without having to tear them apart. Oh, why it keeps selecting stuff that's already buried in the freaking car, but it does. That one. So many rollers. Onto the performance parts. If we have any performance parts that make sense. It'll be 8, fine, whatever. Surprised the DI fuel rails aren't in here. I need those. Alright. Should be everything for this engine, I believe. I like how the intake manifold just kind of slides in there and doesn't actually get bolted down. Not good for intake pressure, just saying. Alright. And I got all the heads. An Earl filter. Alright, let's go put us back together a Mustang and then go do Mustang things. Oh no, we're almost out of washer reservoirs, power steering reservoirs. That's not good. I already did the ECU, so it's fine. Flips. Okay. 3-1. 1. Don't see anything else in the engine compartment, so let's get the old fluids in it. Then go on to suspension. Do this before I put the antifreeze in so I can actually see the line. I can guess, but, you know, rather not. Looks good. Nice, complete. All right. And to mount the suspension. Oh, I forgot to grab the shock absorber ace. Right? Yep. I swear it didn't save after I cleaned all that stuff out. I'm just gonna go and say that right now. Didn't save at all. Thought I needed the end links. I have a boatload of the B's, but I don't have a lot of the A's because I don't use them that often. May also be getting close to time for another bushing frickin' purchase. Thought I was missing one of those. Wasn't sure, so I played the odds. Yeah. Oh, it was weird. Had a drip, basically. Like a slow drip, saliva or something. Kind of just went down my throat long and made my freaking sneeze. Weird. So, front exhaust pipe A for V8, catalytic converters, middle mufflers, mufflers I got, rear muffler V8s, okay. I have to buy some exhaust, hang on. I don't know why that seems so much longer on this car model than the others. That's my rear shock absorber B's. Good. Love this simplified rear end though. It's part of the problem, but it's also kind of nice. It's very simple, not a lot of frills rear end. Makes the car unstable, but you know, hey, not overly complicated. Probably really good in a straight line. No, not really. Most of the Mustang crashes I see at the drag strip are this kind of Mustang, and I don't know why. Think they'd have upgraded past that point. Atlanta 245 45 17. We'll see if we can't do better. All right. Yeah, that's all right. Seemed weird. 245s. Yeah. Just as wide as they are tall. For some reason. One of those started while we repair the other two. Oops. I see some dust blowing around. I mean, it is November. Cold's not completely out of the equation. It's just been 80 degrees around here lately, so kind of hard to buy, I guess. Alright. Move car to test path. Disassemble. Seat 1, leather. Garbage steering wheel. What do we have for actual parts that we can... we don't have a steering wheel right now, which is fine. Seats. We got some rolettes. Nothing good. Alright. Guess we're made some interior. Get some seats that actually make sense. And a steering wheel that makes sense, because it's a Mach 1. Why wouldn't it have premium interior? Oh, that's right. They went for a luxury option with the Mach 1. So this is weird. Ford did this. I don't understand it. But they went with like Bose sound systems and ridiculously heavy modifications in the sports version of the car. Never understood it. But let's showcase that interior. Take a look. The FR500, standard Mustang. Ooh. See, 8 and 9 or 9 and 10 aren't bad. And the racing stripes just fell short. I think it was what, 4? 3. Yeah, 3 was the Mach 1. I think it actually changed the spoiler too. Yeah, I think it made the spoiler black. Alright, that's cool. Well, that's an interesting gloss color. It almost looks chameleon. Look at that. Weird. Need the lighting in here. I don't know. Yeah, the gloss and the chameleon in that color shade, I can't tell the difference. Kind of like halfway between already. Ooh, sky blue. Kind of cool. Maybe in a... See, now that chameleon's obvious there. Even in the matte. It's subtle. Ooh, the chrome kind of looks cool in that color. So it's like a chrome 4 racing blue, and I would not have expected that out of that sky blue. Hey, we'll go with that. Oh, yeah, that looks hurt. You can't see the Mach 1 logos, but, you know, whatever. They're there. I mean, if you look really close, kind of crouch down here and really get close. Really close. Yeah, whatever. Off to the dyno. Oh, weird. I don't know if I lost the stream or what. It just stopped buffering on my monitor, so. Weird. What? Oh. We forgot a rubber bushing, guys. Gotta go back. Oh, I don't know where it is. I got an idea. Car looks good, though. I think it's in the back. Yep, right there. I mean, I can't really argue with the fact that would be inherently horribly dangerous. Alright. Back to the dyno. So base 310 horsepower, where are we going to end up at? Somewhere around 500, I think. Yeah, about 600 horsepower. Nice. Pretty much double the horsepower. Now, this one, we will go over here and check the tuning. So the 340 gear ratio, 339. That'll be fine. Seeing the gear ratios there at a lot in first gear, I bet you we spin. Or at least burn the tires off the car. Motherfucker. Not reloading it for... too. Me too. Yeah, weird. I don't know. Alright, let's see what we got. Looks pretty good. I mean, we made all of our speed. I mean, it's possible this is a 200 mile an hour car, but I usually see Mustangs. Oh no! Ah! Anyways. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and call it there. We'll ship this over to the parking lot. I got so many parking spots. We will be going back through and picking up those other mods and stuff. Probably some variants on the Mustang mod. I know there's a few. We looked at some of the parts for them. Probably be back tomorrow with that. Remember, like, subscribe, comment. Helps out the channel. Helps out me. You know, I don't get paid to do this stuff right now, so I do this stuff just for you guys. Make sure if you like the videos and whatnot that you subscribe. Let me know if you actually like what I'm doing. If there's anything else you guys want to see, definitely let me know as well. I do have some things kind of cooking in the background. Haven't really come to fruition yet, but hopefully next year we'll have some really interesting games to be playing. A lot of stuff's just pre-order. It's 3 to 4 months out. I can't really do anything about that. I can't make it give me the game faster. Not that popular. But anyways, like I said, guys, I'm Dragon Lucifer. I will see you guys next time.